What's going on, investors? My name is Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment. So Bionano Genomics is up 7% today. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some negative catalysts that are out there that you guys need to be aware of, okay? Should in case the stock goes down, should in case you want to add to your position, you have to know what is going on. And of course, I have some positive catalysts as well that I am super pumped about. I'm going to be sharing that with you guys in this video as well. We will also be talking about the FOMC that just happened today. Today was the Fed rate decision. I'm going to be discussing that and how that affects Bionano Genomics. We are also going to be looking into some earnings reports because we have Apple, Microsoft, and AMD. They have already reported. Google has already reported as well. So I believe today after the market closes, Facebook, maybe perhaps right now, and also Amazon is going to be reporting as well, I think tomorrow. So I'm going to be discussing with you guys a little bit about that because you want to know what is going on generally. Now, if this is your first time on this channel, please consider subscribing if you enjoy my content, okay? And please join the channel. It helps the channel to go. It costs about 99 cents to join the channel. It's going to help me to come here every day and provide you guys with valuable and quality content that hopefully can help you make better decisions with your investment because this is your hard-earned money. So Bionano Genomics is up about 7.09% today, up about 41 cents, closing at $6.19 US. And as you guys can see, the market cap is still way below $2 billion US. So we still have about $300 million US, in my opinion, to get to that $2 billion US mark, okay? So in my opinion, we still need to get above $7 US, okay? Today, the volume was not really that amazing today. I mean, 8.9 million is what we see today. So, I mean, not really something big. I believe Bngo is up because yesterday was a bullish catalyst. There was a pre-R yesterday and nothing happened to the stock yesterday. So I believe the market situation, the FOMC, the Fed decision today is the reason why the stock is up today 7% because the bullish catalyst has been there, but it wasn't working. So in this video, we are going to be starting with the negative catalyst, then we will go over to the bullish catalyst. Let's get to it. So this is the negative catalyst that the only negative catalyst that I believe may affect Bionano Genomics. I already made a video about it, talking about the C19 new variant, the Delta variant. You guys need to keep an eye on this, okay? But as you guys can see, it looks as if there is a support right here. So it looks like it has already peaked. Hopefully, this is not going to continue rising. These are the new cases in the United States. As you guys can see, new cases and deaths in USA. Hopefully, it's not going to keep rising because if this continues to rise, then definitely there's going to be another lockdown. If there is no lockdown, in Germany, there is a possibility if this Delta variant comes to Germany, for example, there is going to be another lockdown. And if there is a lockdown, it is going to affect the business of Bionano Genomics because as you guys know, last year, it affected their business. They were unable to install, the Sapphire devices because of the lockdown. Because of this, most of the laboratories were closed last year. So hopefully, this is not going to get out of hand. We just need to keep an eye on this and make sure, we follow this news as close as possible. If there is anything, of course, I will let you guys know. And that's another reason, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, that's another reason for you to be subscribed. If this continues to rise, if we continue to see new cases in USA, and if this variant comes to Germany and gets out of hand as well, it's not going to be a good news for Bionano Genomics and it may affect us as investors, okay? So guys, keep an eye on this. So since I am talking about the C19, there is another news out there talking about the Pfizer vaccine, how the efficacy has dropped, from 96% in 6 months, it has dropped to 84%. This is also somehow not a good news, okay? If you are already vaccinated, can you imagine getting vaccinated every year? This more or less like a recurring revenue for all these pharmaceutical companies that are providing the vaccine, like Pfizer, like you go in every year to get vaccinated. This is going to be bringing them a lot of money. But of course, this is not also good news for us because I don't want to get vaccinated every year. So before we dive into the positive catalyst, let's quickly take a look at what happened today with the Federal Reserve, how they left the rate and QE pace unchanged. the quantitative easing. I believe in America, the government the Fed are pumping about 80 billion US dollars to 120 billion US dollars, I believe, every month or so. So now they left it unchanged. It means they are still going to be pumping the money. Okay, Jeremy is going to be printing more money. So that's more or less everything you need to know about the FOMC today. I mean, they left the rate unchanged. They are not going to be increasing the interest rate. So this is good for the economy. This is good for the stock market in general. It means the market can continue to, you know, follow the fundamentals. I mean, we don't need any other news to distract us from we have enough news distracting us already. So this is a good news on its own. So now that I have already spoken about all the news that, you know, may affect Bionano Genomics negatively, this is the time to look into the positive aspect of this news. Hopefully you guys are still going to watch. You are still watching this video up till now. So if you take a look at the current bullish catalyst, this is from my Bngo Bible. If you take a look at the current bullish catalyst that I have here, in the third quarter of 2021, okay, Bionano Genomics is focused on only two things. I mean, not only, but, you know, mostly on these two things: prenatal and MS studies, hematological malignancies. Now, I want to show you something that is going to blow your mind. But before I show you guys, take a look at this. These are the key anticipated milestones expected to drive value for Bngo. These are the positive catalysts for Bionano Genomics in 2021 and going forward. So in the second quarter, they focus strictly on FSHD, you know, accreditation of Sapphire-based LDTs, laboratory developed tests for all acute lymphocytic or something like that leukemia and FSHD in certain EU markets. Okay, that was the focus for the second quarter. And in the third quarter, they want to focus strictly on prenatal testing and hematological malignancy. Now, I want to show you something. So this right here is what you guys should be expecting, and this is a beautiful news, okay, for we Bionano Genomics investor. This are bullish catalysts for us. I mean, this company, they are telling us what they want to do. They make some promise. They show us what they are hoping to, you know, achieve towards the end of the year. And I can tell you guys that that is what they are doing. Okay, it's more or less a company telling you this is what we want to do before the end of the year, and they end up doing it. That is what Bionano Genomics is doing so far, guys. This is what they are doing so far. Now, if you take a look at this, you guys can easily see that these are what they are. Look at that. Bionano Genomics announces a record number of optical genome mapping presentations scheduled to appear at the annual Cancer Genomics Consortium meeting from August 1st to 4th of August. So these are beautiful news for next week, guys. Now, if you take a look at this very well, like I told you guys, Bionano Genomics is focused on two things in the third quarter: prenatal and hematological malignancies. For those of you that don't know what heme malignancies are, these are more or less cancers. Okay, we are talking about leukemia, you know, lymphocytic leukemia, and so on and so forth. So solid tumor a little bit. Now, if you take a look at what they are planned, I mean, the schedule for next week, you know, the consortium is more or less what Bionano Genomics told us they want to achieve in the third quarter. And these are beautiful news. These kind of things is the reason, I mean, if they go out there and tell, you know, if scientists go out there and tell other scientists what they have been able to do with the Sapphire device, it is going to make more scientists to come out, you know, and adopt the Sapphire device as their, you know, method. Okay, I mean, they are going to start to get rid of their traditional methods, you know, of structural variation detection, and they will start to adopt the Sapphire device and replace it. You know, they are going to replace their traditional methods with the Sapphire device. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, if you take a look at this, these studies are divided into five sections. You have the solid tumor analysis, you have the hematological malignancies right here, all these, you know, cancers right here, you have the prenatal genetics right here, you have the products of conception, and you have postnatal slash constitutional genetics. So this right here is what Bionano Genomics is focused on for the third quarter, and this is beautiful news. So next week, I mean, we should expect something positive about our investment in Bionano Genomics next week. I mean, that is one of the reasons I believe the stock is up, you know, 7% today. Now, I don't want to go deep into it. As you guys can see, the first study from Dr. Miriam is going to be talking about pediatric, okay? I mean, pediatric, this is prenatal more or less. Then Dr. Nikki, he or she is going to be talking about solid tumor. Then Dr. Rashmi Kanagal is going to be talking about hematological malignancies. All these things are more or less what the Sapphire device have, what they have been able to do with the Sapphire device, you know, what they have been able to check. I mean, their job is to check if the Sapphire device is in 100% concordance with their traditional methods, okay? You know, so that's more or less what they are doing. So I think, yeah, this is a wonderful news, guys. This is a wonderful news for next week. I don't need to go deep into it. Let's take a look at what the CEO has to say about this. So the CEO said this year's CGC meeting has the greatest number of presentations featuring Bionano data to date. Okay, and he continues, we believe this multitude of presentations shows how significant Bionano's presence and that of OGM has become in the cancer research community. The progress we are seeing here within the US market with all this OGM data being presented at the CGC meeting is extremely encouraging and further reinforces our belief in the value proposition of our solution. So I mean, Bionano Genomics is more or less trying to replace the standard of care. Okay, that's what they are more or less trying to do. But you know, this is science we are talking about. Scientists need to see proof like 1000% before they can say, okay, this is the method we are going to be adopting. So that's why Bionano Genomics is sending all the scientists out there, you know, to participate in all these events and showcase what they have been able to do with the Sapphire device and prove that the Sapphire device is in 100% concordance with the traditional methods, okay, like karyotyping, FSHD, microarray, and so on and so forth. So this right here is the positive news that I believe I have for you guys. Apart from the earnings that we still have coming up, you know, we don't have any date for the earnings so far. So once we know the date, I'm going to make a video about the earning preview. Okay, we are going to preview the earning and try to review the earning and try to see what we should be expecting, you know, how many Sapphire devices Bionano Genomics have installed, for example, or you know, how much they have spent in the second quarter, and the research and development, what is going on, you know, if they have anything coming up, you know, Cytopia and so on and so forth. So I think that is it, guys. So in conclusion, today we saw Google. I mean, Google reported their earning, Apple reported their earning, and Amazon is going to report tomorrow. Microsoft reported their earnings as well. And most of these stocks, I mean, they didn't really do anything big today. They more or less, look at this. This is Microsoft. Close today, more or less, like is minus 0 points. I mean, they are just, these stocks are just hanging up there in the all-time high. They refuse to come down, guys. So I think that is it I want to share with you guys in this video. So if this is your first time on this, you know, channel and you enjoy my content, please smash the like button and subscribe. I remain your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla Investment. Tomorrow I have a wonderful video that I want to share with you guys, but it's going to take my time, so I want to take my time to edit it very well so that you guys can enjoy it. Don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to entertain you guys and show you guys what I'm doing with my investment in Bionano Genomics and bring you, of course, more educative information about the company. Ciao, ciao.